whole milk, which has been dehydrated. We have baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons. And some salt, 1/2 teaspoon. I use a kosher salt for most of my baking. And 1/2 cup of sugar. And I just sift all of these things together using a fine sieve. There, everything went through the strainer. And now in this bowl, the wet ingredients. 5 large egg yolks. Mix those up. Add your second milk. This is 1/2 cup of whole milk. And some safflower oil, 1/3 cup of safflower, which is a sort of scentless, pretty much tasteless oil. But instead of butter, a chiffon cake uses clear oil like this. And the scrapings of 1 vanilla bean. Numerous little seeds inside your vanilla bean, which grows on a vanilla orchid plant. All of a sudden, vanilla is becoming very expensive. Now, in this mixer, we have 6 egg whites. Bring those to a froth. We have this nice casserole dish, 9 by 13, 3 inches deep, all buttered and ready to get the cake batter. To help stabilize the egg whites, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And just beat until you have a shiny, glossy meringue. Now the wet ingredients can go right into the flour. Stir until most of the lumps are gone. I think that's done. Oh yes. Glossy, smooth. Most of it comes off if you bang it off. And put a little bit of the egg whites into your batter. Look how fluffy. Oh, so nice. Just fold this in to lighten that batter. And add some more. This will give you such a beautiful, airy cake. Beautiful. And pour it in an even layer in your prepared pan. You can use round cake pans if you don't have a big square like this. Smooth it out. Your oven should be preheated at this point to 325 degrees and bake until the top of the cake springs back when you touch it. And that takes about 40 minutes for a cake this size. Yummy. So now here's where this cake gets its name, Cuatro Leches. Soak the cake. This cake just came out of the oven. It's nice and warm. 1 cup of whole milk. Now remember, we've already used the dry milk solids in the cake itself, in the batter. 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. So those are our 4 leches, our 4 milks. So just stir those milks together. Now, with a wooden skewer, make lots of holes in the top of your cake. And go all the way down to the bottom with your skewer. Pierce the cake. This is going to help the cake absorb much of that milk that we're going to pour right over it. There. And now just gently pour over. And it's absorbing. The cake absorbs more if it's warm. And the milk is pretty much room temperature. And of course, this whole thing becomes pretty dense and pretty moist. So let the cake sit for about 1 hour until it's really room temperature, and then coat it with whipped cream sweetened with sugar. So now I'm just cutting out some peaches because I think the peaches are going to be delicious with this 4 leches cake. And here's what the cake looks like cooled. Looks gorgeous. And now I'm just going to spoon whipped cream on top. This is 2 cups of heavy cream that is chilled and then whipped with 1/4 cup of sugar. And just spread this evenly all over the top. So that's our 5th milk. But you can still call it cuatro leches. Cut this into squares. Put a few peaches on the plate and enjoy your cuatro leches. You're going to be making this dessert again and again once your family tastes it.